Hello, my name is Harry Tumbuatco. We're on to the second part of the program. The topic is climate change. I know it's a little heavy, so just bear with us. Our guest, we have a sustainability, a consultant for sustainability. We have Edgar Guevara. Edgar, we stopped when you were trying to explain the relationship of the gases and our breathing space and atmosphere. Maybe you can identify or go finite when it comes to climate change vis-a-vis nature.
Yes.
Or it is nature, you were trying to explain to me.
Well, exactly, that's my point. We focus a lot on carbon dioxide, greenhouse gases, but climate change is really about nature.
It's nature.
Yun ang nakalimutan. The most important
What do you mean
one.
nakalimutan? How do you mean?
Kasi, ang akala natin, we talk about climate change, we talk about temperature. Temperature is one of the components of nature. And temperature is controlled by the elements. The water, the air, the earth, the fire, yung mga... And then it's all controlled. But if you only look at, as I told you, the nine blind men and the elephants, you only see one side. You have to see the whole picture. Para, how can you solve the problem if you're only looking on one side?
Andy, can you put on some of the photos one after the other, and we'll ask Edgar to explain. Here we go. We start with the slide number 1.
Ayan na.
Edgar, Anito, explain.
The image you're seeing right now is when the North Arctic and the South Antarctic pole has completely melted down.
Ano yung red?
This is the water now. You can see,
okay.
you can hardly see the Philippines, but Australia, suddenly you can see there's a huge sea actually in the middle of the desert. And yeah, it's a big one. That's about 1 million square kilometer, almost 900.
Malaki nga, ano?
Yeah, that's 900 million. And in the high impact here is in well, in Europe. Holland is gone, portion of Paris,
Magiging
Italy,
tubig na, no?
yeah, Venice is gone, and Sahara. There's a big portion there. It's looking small on the picture, but that big water there, the red part of North Sahara, is actually desert. Yun ang maganda, yun lang good effect niya. It will flood the desert.
Baliktad naman.
Oo, but you know the effect of putting seawater on hot desert sand? It has a cooling effect.
Baliktad naman, which is good naman.
Which is good kung pupunta sa desyerto. Pero it will flood the Manila, for example. We have 17 million hanggang Bulacan and all these major cities. Yun ang hindi maganda. Oo. You know, this is the problem what they had said when they calculated, oh, sea level rise will happen in 2050. Or the latest now, we have 3 years to go.
Let's go on with the slides as Edgar will explain the many slides. Here you go.
Actually, this is the subject of, most people talk about climate change. Here is the climate change, the carbon dioxide, the methane, the greenhouse gases, the oil, the coal, the automotive industry. These are the main subject. Marami pang kulang dyan. Marami pang kulang dyan. So you're only looking one portion of the elephant. No?
Okay.
So pag kinumpleto mo yan, about 3 times more ang ipapasok natin, ipapaliwanag natin. So important that is being neglected on climate change. So our leaders are only in their mind of this carbon dioxide and greenhouse gases, undermining nature itself because nature has process.
Ano ito, may hina ba mga siyensya natin, the scientists, that they can't seem to come out with it and explain to the people as well as these, you know, that they're being remiss in their expertise.
You know, Harry, what is rare nowadays is common sense. That's what we're missing. The climate change is actually simple to fix if you use common sense. But if you use analytical, logical
I thought it
thinking,
was only the politicians that were lacking common sense. It's not, no?
maraming scientists din ang kinukulang.
So the academics also failed.
Yes. Our education basically had missed out common sense.
All right, all right.
Ano bang natatanda mo ng good manners and right conduct?
I don't know. I learned how to make money. Thank God I made money. But let's go on with the photos.
Oh.
Let's keep on.
So, yeah, ayan na. Now, if you look at this image of the Earth, can't you notice something so big there? So, if our problem is heating up, we have to find what is the biggest heater of the planet. What
Which
can you
is?
see? Look at the mountain. Look at the
Yeah,
Can't
yeah.
you see? It's so big right in front of your eyes. You don't notice. The deserts
Ah,
are the
okay.
heaters of the planet, and nobody talks about it.
All right.
You know, when the sun hits the earth, it's okay, the ocean is absorbing 70%, no? The 30% is absorbed by the land mass. And out of that 30%, 20% is desert and 20% is ice. So perfectly balanced, no? Pero kapag nagmelt ang ice, mag-increase ang heat. Because the planet is
So
just
anong dapat ayusin natin yung attention to the desert?
we cannot stop the sun, we cannot stop the carbon dioxide. We can do something about the desert.
How do you cool the desert?
Aha! Yan ang hindi pa nila na solve at the moment. Yun ang ibibigay kong solution later
Sige,
on.
sige.
Sige.
Let's go on with the slides. Edgar can explain
So,
what it is he's identified.
Okay, your question kanina, how do you cool the desert? Well, by nature, kasi if you want to solve climate change, you only have 3 years left. You have to have a solution that is direct impact on
Wait.
cooling
Pag
the
sinabi
planet.
mo 3 years,
All right.
alam mo, baka rumor mo ang green tayo dyan, baka doomsday
Kailangan
theories.
pakita natin yung 3 years
Ah,
na
yan.
lumabas.
Sige,
no?
sige.
Anyway, this image showing that, ayan, the latest information on the climate change is that we have 3 years left.
Hindi na
Find solution.
2050, 3 years
Hindi-
na lang.
no,
Or
hindi
it'll
na-
be too late.
No, we only have 3 years left to do the mitigation. We have to reverse. Kasi tipping point na tayo eh.
Okay.
We're already on tipping point. Matagal natin dinideny yan eh. So we're already at tipping. And by the way, climate change is already here.
Yes, it's already here.
We had reached supposed to be 54 degrees this summer. Umulan lang eh. But next year, next summer will be 58, 59. And the next one is gonna be 62, 63 because the graph says
Ano ito,
like that.
parang New Delhi? Ganun kainit dun eh. Afghanistan.
Yeah, it's like that.
Do we have more slides there? Can we put them on as well? One after the other. There you go.
Okay, ito yung clue how to solve the problem. Kasi itong image na to,
Disyerto.
yung red dots na yon, yun ang mga disyerto na depression. They are below sea level.
Okay.
So, whether we like it or not, ito na, I'm giving you the hint na, no? Whether we like it or not, yung first image natin, can you go back to that, yung everything is underwater,
Yeah.
will happen. Because sea level rise is inevitable. Ang pag natunaw ang Arctic, it's 7.5 meters high. Pag natunaw ang Antarctic, total meltdown is 200 feet. So we are talking about 63.7 meters high times 3. So that means if you want to be in the safe level, this will be around 200 feet above sea level, present sea level. Yun ang safe grounds. Actually, you can do that research. If you have Google, you just type flood.map.fire3. You will see the simulation of the flood on the Earth. You can check that on your internet in your cell phone. So it's nothing secret. Yeah, this one.
Okay.
This image shows that at the complete melt of the north and the south, everything is underwater, and you can see all the major cities are there. Shanghai is gone. Shanghai is gone. Manila and big Europes, England, these are big effect. Ang okay lang yung sa disyerto, magkaroon ng water eh. Okay lang. Pero look at the Amazon, no? Papasukin ng salt water. You see the Amazon? New York is gone, you know, all the big cities. Ngayon, whether we like it or not, it will happen. So, why don't we, ito na ang solution, anticipate the sea level rise
And do what? What can we do?
and drain them, imbis na mapunta sa city, i-drain natin sa disyerto
Habang maaga.
habang maaga pa. We have to anticipate now para pag dumating yung moment na tumaas ang sea level, doon siya pupunta, hindi niya ifa-flood yung cities. Bahagya lang, mabawasan ng 4 meters below. Wow, malaki na yun.
Malaki na yun.
Oh, alam mo ba na ang, the Dead Sea? It's 154 below sea level. Meters.
Oh my gosh.
And Katara Depression is 54 meters below sea level. You know how big Katara Depression is? It's almost like the size of the Philippines. Ganun kalaki yun. And it will take several months before to fill it up.
Jesus Christ.
Yes, and actually even years.
You know, Edgar, I hate to say it, but it sounds like a doomsday theory. It's like, are we going to survive in 3 years?
Actually, I'm not telling you doomsday. We're telling solution. We are actually giving you a clue that we could convert this disaster into an opportunity, a human development opportunity.
And use it as energy as well.
Yes, of course. If you use common sense, di ba? Imbis na bahay ng Manila, ang New York, it's gonna cost them trillions, di doon na lang natin idalhin sa disyerto, like what we did in Suez Canal, that kakanalan mo lang naman yung, look at Australia. Okay, can you show the next image in Australia? Kasi mahirap mag-start ng ganitong, ayan ang Australia. Yung the top first picture ng Australia, nagkaroon siyang biglang sea sa gitna. Can you look at that? Whether they like it or not. For Australia, wow.
Okay yun.
Okay yun. Kasi disyerto eh. Disyerto are basically wasteland, you
Yeah.
know? Walang inhabitant dyan, konti
Wala.
lang, whatever, no? And the moment you put water there, life starts. And then irrigation, and then you have
Hopefully you
food
can plant.
production,
Agriculture, yes.
agriculture,
yes.
all these things you can put in. Basta wag na natin ipasok yung oil company, yung mga hindi na, dapat electric cars na lang. Ito yung tinatawag na paradigm shifting, di ba? The moment you put hot water or seawater on a hot sand, what's going to happen?
Cooling effect.
It's going to reduce the surface heating. It's about 1 million square kilometers, a lot. Tapos, meron siyang evaporation na 35 to 40%. That's a cooling effect, yung vertical movement. That's fresh water, my friend. Deserts, fresh water. And then yung vertical movement, meron siyang downward movement ng cooling effect. Meron siyang ganun, vertical cooling effect. Pagdating sa taas, the troposphere, the toughest part of the troposphere, about 12 kilometers, minus 50 degrees temperature. So yung hot vapor, magiging cool down. Andun, ma-absorb niya ang carbon dioxide, yung greenhouse gases, pati yung mga particles.
Makakain niya.
Yeah, because what goes up must come down. It transforms into clouds. It blocks the sun. No? It filters the incoming sun to the earth. It's also cooling it down. It splinters the lights instead of going directly.
All right.
Mga 49% mapi-filter out ng clouds. And then, we have snow. It will replenish the melting thing. And we have rain. It could provide water for those who are, and again, when it rains on the dry area, it's again cooling it down.
So in other words, we're helping Mother Earth.
Multi-effect. Multi-effect siya. See? And that's in a process of 7 to 10 days cycle. Every day, it's doing that movement. Every day, morning and evening. See? And we're actually not only cooling the surface, we're actually absorbing carbon dioxide in the atmosphere because nature does it. Kaya nga, the biggest sink of carbon dioxide is the ocean. Because this kaya yung acid rain is full of carbon dioxide. Kaya nga nagbi-bleach ang corals, kaya maraming namamatay. But meron pa rin akong solution doon. So, already, let's focus on the temperature. If we could reduce the surface, yung first image natin is going to reduce about over 1.5 million square kilometers ng hot surface into a cool absorbing surface. Magiging dagat siya. And you have an opportunity to irrigate. Kasi meron siyang vertical, when you pour hot seawater on hot sun, yung vertical movement niya, you're actually filtering seawater. So you have about 30 to 40% fresh water sa ilalim ng.
Yun.
So you have fresh water sa taas, fresh water sa baba, and then yung side percolation, siyempre magsuswell yun. Meron pa rin fresh water. So kung yung gumawa ka ng bagong dagat sa gitna ng disyerto, merong additional 10% na swelling sa side. So ito yung dagat. Ayan yung dagat. Ito yung sand. Doon, fresh water na. Or brackish na.
Okay.
So dito siyang multi-effect, right? Kuha mo yun?
All right.
We call it the natural filtration.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you notice, I'm squinting, and it's not because the lights are too bright, but like I said in the very first part of the show, it's not all that easy to understand it. But if you pay close attention to what Mr. Guevara is saying, he is merely trying to simplify the positions of climate change and providing solutions. The problem is, I think what he's trying to identify without being too harsh or direct to the point, is man's ineptness or today's inability to address the most simple issues, which we call climate change, because we have doomsayers who say we're going to live until tomorrow. And then again, you've got solutions that don't want to bear fruit because some people don't want to take positions. Or better yet, profit versus Mother Earth. But can we truly sustain life, meaning us? Do we require profit if life doesn't exist? If Mother Earth no longer serves us, is there still reason to abide by making profit or getting rich? What else can money do for you, or what you call progressive development towards toys and consumerism, when there's nowhere to live but hide under the sewers? This is what a lot of the new films, the new scientific films are coming up with. These concepts are not necessarily new, but difficult to understand. I understand that. Now, Edgar here has prepared a 5-minute video. We will start this now, and Edgar will voice over, right, Edgar, as we go along. Andy, can we start and roll that video as we go along? But leave the audio to us. Edgar, what's this? What do we see here?
Well, over 90% of Filipinos are non-swimmer. We are surrounded by sea. Pag bumaha tayo, maraming malulunod. So, actually, I created this before Ondoy. Actually, after Ondoy, yung nakita ko na people are doing rescue with Planggana and Arinola, I said, why don't we use drums instead of...
Ang ganda nga ng idea mo. I remember this, 6 years ago.
Because this is the result, the Ondoy. I said, we have to be more creative, no? So,
mga drum lang yan, ano?
Tatlong drum na pinagdikit-dikit ko using nylon, pwedeng tie-in sa tahin. Init mo lang yung pako, and then, pero ang gagamitin mong drum yung may labi sa up and down. And then, as you can see, we're using yung downspout ng alulod, no? Because it's tama yung sukat niya sa tatlong drum. And then, yung mga...
Yun ang nagbabalance.
Yun ang nagbabalancer. Pero sa loob niya merong styrofoam. Para
okay.
kahit mabasag man yan, it will still float.
Hindi malulunod.
And then yung suit ng mga passenger, ito yung... Kasi mahalang life vest eh. So gumawa kami ng katsa, yung mga babae, tapos nilagyan ng bote ng soft drinks. And then...
yung plastic
yung
bottle.
Pinaka life vest nila, no? Kasi nga, yung matitira sa pinutol mong bangka, you make sagwan out of it. So basically, konti lang talaga ang matatapon. And this you can fabricate the whole day. Yeah? Oh, syempre, waste management. Tapos, ang drum naman, mga recycled yan eh. So, ayan, isang pamilya, one drum kayak like this could fit one family, nanay, tatay, 4 na anak, which is basically, and you can put bigas, blankets sa ilalim, and you could practically move around. Yeah, and it's affordable, and you can build it yourself. Actually, I had proposed it many years ago. Wala namang pumapansin. Ito sa Semirara, mabuti yung mayor doon, naging sensitive dyan. Ayun, after teaching them how to build it, iniwanan ko na sila. They don't need me anymore. Hindi ka gaya magiging dependent ka sa technology. You empower the community. So, ayan, yung mga bote na ginawa ng mga bahay, using katsa, and mga empty bottles para mabawasan yung basura. Actually, yung bote dyan, hindi totally empty. Meron siyang konting water. Kasi pag nauhaw ka, meron ka pa rin maiinom.
Tama nga naman.
You have to think all of that.
Practical
Ayan,
na.
pwede mong ilagay whatever, pito or iba, naglagay pa ng bulsa ng cellphone na waterproof, whatever you want to put it there. Personalization. The point here is, with available materials, low cost, we can save the lives of our family. And of course, tuturuan mo silang magsagwan. Itong bangkang dinesign ko, kahit tumaob siya, madali siyang ma-recover. Walang tubig sa loob. Ang kahit i-overload mo siya, i-wobble test mo, and you can really teach it sa mga barangay. Kasi yung mga rubber boats, pag pumasok sa mga eskinita, nabubutas eh. Yan. So that's what we do.
Way back in 2011.
Yeah. So we asked international students to build it for us and mga kabataan. So after that, wala namang disaster. So they had fun. No? They had a race. We had a river very close to Geo Farm. So they had a good time doing that. No? So
these are your boats.
yeah, these are the boats, and we built, and they help us build it together, and then experience the fun of it. No? Maraming version yan. Actually, 5 model. Yung drum, meron siyang version na ginamitan namin ng irrigation pipe, no? At yan,
Practical eh.
you can practically carry yan. No? Dalawang tao you can carry. You can put in top of your car.
Hindi mabigat.
Pwedeng hatakin ng tricycle yan. Lagyan mo lang ng gulong. No? Oo. And kung wala namang disaster, di gawin mo siyang lababo or you can actually practically move out your family. Lagyan mo lang siya ng gulong ng tricycle, parang caddy. You can practically take the whole family to evacuate, ha? Nakasakay sa bangka. Pwedeng land, pwedeng tubig. So, yun yung sinasabi ng common sense.
It's amazing. It's just amazing. Ladies and gentlemen, what you've been seeing is just an innovative approach towards addressing changes in the atmosphere, in the climate, in the city, especially when disaster hits. This is exactly what Edgar's been promoting in the last 10 years since I've known him. Now, he's also an agriculturist. I remember, how's that product I used to buy from you that you
Oh,
really used?
lemongrass.
Lemongrass. It's a cleansing of sorts.
Yeah.
And if I remember right, you even had a facial
Spirulina.
which
I should
costs
have
like
brought it.
15,000-20,000 pesos when you buy it from branded, branded from stores that are branded, and yet you come up with these very innovative facial care product. If people wanted to get in touch with you, how do people call you, Edgar?
Yeah, well, I have they can come to Geo Farm in Bayambang, Pangasinan. Can I flash my cell phone
Yes,
number?
yes, please,
Yeah.
please, please.
You can reach me with my smart number, 0919 6769 560.
I think you should repeat that again.
0919 6769 560. That's my
Smart.
smart number.
Your globe? Do you have a globe?
I don't have a globe.
So
No, that's
just
it.
that.
That's
How
it.
about the email?
Oh, my email is easy. It's edguevara777 at gmail.com.
So 777 Ed Guevara at Gmail. Gmail.
Gmail.com.
You have a web page as well now.
Yeah, well, you can try our Geo Farm 777.
Geo Farms with an S.
One word yung Geo Farm.
Oh, Geo Farm, walang S. Geo Farm.
777.com.
Ba't mahilig ka sa 777?
Well, it's to, that's neutralizing 666.
Okay, there you are. Okay, we've got a good 1 minute. What's your exit message to all our viewers, especially to businessmen, multinationals, governors, leaders, whoever is out there listening, watching? What advice can you give them that you would like them to adhere to?
Well, Filipinos actually, mahina tayo sa anticipation. Now, the threats are here. We have not invented anything.
So become proactive, not
Yes.
reactive.
We have to anticipate. Because we are responsible for our children. Parents tayo, di ba? Teacher tayo, hindi kasalanan ng mga young generation yan. Tayo, we have the decision. We are the decision maker. Priority natin ang security. Safety first before the money and the rest, di ba? Wala naman silbi yung mga paano nyo if you see your loved ones die or suffer, di ba? Ngayon, right now, the situation in Metro Manila, we don't have a safe grounds. Pero marami dyan. Marami silang lupa somewhere. Pero nakatiwangwang, doing nothing. So why don't we put together all our resources and transform this land, which I will give you the areas in Cavite, Bulacan, in higher grounds, that we can transform into eco-villages. Unang-una, siyempre, makikinabang yan, yung ating family and loved ones. And then we can put all those things we wanted to do since a long time. It is much easier to build a new one than try to repair the old crap. Let's build a new one.
Okay, thank you very much, Edgar. Ladies and gentlemen, yes, I know the topic went right above your head, and somewhat it was doing the same to me. I was trying very hard to listen, but you see, if you want to understand, there will be some type of comprehension. I don't expect you to be like Edgar here, who's been living it, studying it, breathing it, and sleeping with it. But maybe what he's trying to convey is you should do the same. Now, it's not because you're dense or stupid, but simply because we don't want to know about it. like many of our leaders today, sad to say, look the other way where there are no problems and try to solve problems that don't exist rather than solving problems that are already there facing us. So, okay, it's not necessarily just about our leaders, it's also about us. Why us? Because you and I refuse to understand, and topics like this just go right through our head. Let me give you a suggestion. Shave your hair if it'll help you to bring the topic closer to your brain, if necessary. That's being sarcastic and that's being straight to the point. In other words, learn, understand, and accept. No more denial. Accept. Mother Earth. That's all you have. After that, nothing else matters. Thank you very much. We hope you've enjoyed our show. Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Edgar.